Adventure Kids. I hope you are doing so well. It's so good to see you, so good to have you back. Today we are continuing to learn all about Jesus' life when he was here on earth. We are learning all about something called the Sermon on the Mount. Now you might be asking, what's a sermon? That's basically just when Jesus sat down and taught the people. They like to call it a sermon. So sometimes when you go to church, you might hear Pastor Malcolm or somebody else preaching on the stage or at the moment on the screen, and they call that a sermon. It's basically just teaching about the Bible, and the mount is just to do with a mountain. So Jesus did a story, he told a story whilst he was sat on a mountain, and they call it the Sermon on the Mount. So I'm going to hand over to Andy now, and he is going to read it to us.
Hey kids, so great to see you. Yeah, we're going to read the story together. I'm going to be reading from this Bible, so why don't we read it together? Jesus teaches people. Many people went to see Jesus. Children, mums, dads, grandmas, granddads, all wanted to hear what Jesus was teaching. Look at the birds, Jesus said. Look, can you see the birds? Wow, how many birds are there? Should we count them? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds. Jesus said, look at the birds. Do they store food for later? No, God feeds them. Look at the flowers. Can you see the flowers there? We've got red flowers and white flowers and purple flowers. Look at the flowers, Jesus said. They don't work or make clothes, but God dresses them in leaves and petals. Then Jesus said that you and me are much more important than birds and flowers. Do not worry. God takes care of them, so he will take care of you. What a great story. God says he looks after the birds and the flowers, and we can know that he looks after us too. Okay, so 3 things from our story. Number 1. Can I see your number 1 fingers? Number 1. 1. Number 1 is don't worry. Don't worry, because God has said that he will provide for us just like he provides for the flowers and the birds. So we don't have to worry because God is going to help us with everything that we need. Let's count together. And that was number 1. So now we're on number 1, 2. Number 2 is we can be generous. Because of what Jesus has done for us, we can then take that and be kind and caring and loving to other people, like our brothers and sisters, or our grown-ups, or our nursery teachers, or our friends. We can be kind and compassionate to other people. Let's count together. We've done 1, we've done 2, now it's time for 1, 2, 3. Number 3 is put Jesus first. He is the best example of how to live. If we do what Jesus did, then our lives and everyone's life is going to be so much better. Love you, Adventure Kids, and I'll see you soon.
Hey guys, so today we are going to be making a bee's nest to remind us that we don't need to worry about anything, as this Bible verse says, because we're living in today and God is in charge of tomorrow, so there's no point worrying, and how God is going to look after the birds and the bees, so he's going to look after us. So what you will need for today is you will need some yellow paint, you'll need this wonderful drawing. You can print it out down in the description, or you can just draw your own version. Paint, maybe some cardboard or something to make sure your table doesn't get dirty, and a pen. And then the last thing is a little bit weird. You are going to need some corn on the cob. First step is you are going to get your paint and you are going to do a big squiggle of paint onto your cardboard or your paint tray. Then you're going to get your corn on the cob and you're going to roll it into the paint. Maybe tap a little bit off so it's not too much. And then you're going to roll that onto your beehive, and we are going to create a beehive pattern. because bees make honey, don't they? And they make something called honeycomb, and it's all bubbly, so that's what we're going to make. So just roll it over, roll, roll, roll. If you don't have any sweet corn, don't worry, you can just draw them on or colour it in, that is totally fine as well. It's a bit messy, but good fun. And then you can have, well, not this one, but one of your other ones, you can have some sweet corn for dinner. There we go, keep going. It's alright if it goes a little bit out the lines, that's okay. So there we have that. Then on your very messy fingers, you're going to get your thumb, and like I've already done here, we're going to draw some bees. So just get some paint on your thumb, and you're going to do a thumbprint or maybe a fingerprint. Let me use all the paint I've got on my hands, and I'm going to make some bees to remember that God looks after the bees and he looks after us too. There we go. And then you will get your black pen, hopefully with clean hands, unlike me, and I would wait a little bit so that your black pen works, but for time, I'll just show you straight away on this one. It's not got much paint. So you're going to draw your stripes, because bees are stripy, aren't they? Maybe you want to do a head, some wings, and maybe some little legs. And you're going to do that for all your bees. And then we can remember, can't we, that God is going to look after us just the same way that he looks after the birds and the bees and all the animals and the flowers and the plants in the world. God is going to look after us too. So we don't need to worry about anything because God is with us. There are lots of things I miss about seeing you guys and having so much fun on a Sunday, but one of the things I really miss is worshipping with you guys. I miss running around, doing our actions, doing our songs, doing our dancing. I miss that so much. So I thought, why not bring it to Adventure Kids Online? So we are going to sing a song today that is called My God Is So Big, So Strong and So Mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. And it talks about the mountains being God, so the rivers and the stars. And that's amazing, isn't it? Especially today when we've been learning about how God says, don't worry about that, because if I look after the birds in the sky, then I'm going to look after you. And so that is such a great song to sing, isn't it? And so we're going to get right into it. So I'm going to be down here doing the actions, and then the words are going to come up on the screen, okay? Are you ready? Get warmed up, do a little run on the spot. Do some punching, don't hit anybody, do some spins. Okay, I think we're ready.
My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the rivers are his, the skies are his handiworks too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the rivers are his, the skies are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do.
Well guys, I have absolutely loved being with you today. I hope you've had so much fun and enjoyed singing and dancing along with me. Have an amazing week and I'll see you soon. Bye!